What's up, everybody, and welcome to the other side of the Firewall podcast, where we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who have made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall, to those C-suite and senior level positions. My name is Ryan Williams, and I am joined today, as always, by Shannon Tynes
What up? What up?
and Levon Maynard.
Hello.
So we've made it to the end of the week. This is where we get to lay our hair down and discuss things that aren't necessarily cyber related. So if you have been listening throughout the week, we're releasing this content in more precise or concise. Is that the word I'm looking for? More concise
Yeah.
uh, uh, segments. So that way it's kind of separated. We kind of give you more information throughout the week, and we don't take an hour and 20 minutes of your time all in one chunk. So trying to get you all that good content on the last segment. We like to talk about what we've been playing, what we've been doing. So without further ado, how's you guys' week been?
It's been pretty good. It's been pretty chill. Just watch some shows and movies and play some video games. I don't know if we're getting right into it, but I've been playing some what did I play?
Not your PS5.
Yeah, I haven't been playing the Series X, man. I'm telling you, the Series X is where it's at right now. But
Rest of
but no, I mean, I have a holla on the PS5. I have to get through, but I haven't started it yet. I've been playing mostly like Destiny, and then I've been watching some shows. I've been watching Attack on Titan. It's an
Oh
anime with
yeah.
some.
Oh, we can talk about that. Yeah. So I try not to talk to you beforehand in case we're doing something in common. So we can get into that too.
Oh damn. Okay. I didn't know you were. I didn't know you about that one.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Watching a little bit of that. Been obviously watched the new movie that came out. I'm sure everybody's talking about the new Justice League Snyder cut. Check that out. That was pretty dope. Um, as well as watch the Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well on Disney. I think
Okay.
that was maybe that was just okay to me. It I'm gonna stick it out and see what if the series gets a little bit more engaging. I feel like it was kind of slow to start out, just first episode. So we'll give it a shot. Maybe it'll pick up a little bit down the line. I think even WandaVision was kind of like this a little bit in the beginning. People were kind of like, it's kind of slow here. I don't know exactly what I think of it. But Winter Soldier, you can give that a shot and see how that goes. But besides that, that's been my week so far. How about you guys? How you guys been doing?
So for me, I watched a little bit of TV. A couple basketball games here and there. No video games. I still haven't got back to the video
Oh
game.
dang. Mm,
I know. I'm wasting TV space not putting video games on.
that's right.
But did not study this week. So I had a good week last week. This week I did not study. Like I don't know. I don't know what it is. I gotta get more motivated to do it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that I saw that the Winter Soldier, the Falcon and Winter Soldier came out. That was just yesterday, right? It was
That's
Friday.
right.
Friday
Friday. Yeah.
came out? So yeah, I know. I saw the trailer for that, so I haven't watched the WandaVision, right? Like I saw the trailer and I was just like, it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? It's not. I don't think it's what I'm looking for based off what I saw, and then even the way y'all were describing it, I was like, I'll pass. Talking to Winter Soldier, like they gotta kind of set that up, right? Because I imagine the way that they're doing it is probably after Endgame and going from there. So you gotta kind of set that up to get to it. I don't know if they can get right into it, but I am gonna give that a shot probably this week. Start watching that because they're doing the same thing where they release one a week, right? Like
Yep.
all at once, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm like, dang, Disney Plus, you already got my money. You know what I mean? Just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, no, that Snyder cut, I did watch that. I'll tell you this. Well, we're not gonna do no spoilers or anything like that. But I read some critic reviews, right? And they were not really feeling it. And after watching it, I'm gonna say this, and I know
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm a sound like
Mm-mm-mm.
I'm a sound like conspiracy theorist. I'm not giving anything up, but I think Warner Brothers might have paid off some of these critics to give it a bad review so that they look good with what they're doing now. Because they've already said like Snyder is not coming back into the fold, right? Like they're not letting them do any more coming back from this, right? So
Mhm.
the way I'm reading these reviews and from what I've seen, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. The way he went about with his vision. Uh, it went better into explanations for things and the way they did it. And it is a 4-hour slog, right? I had to get up at one point and go to the bathroom. I drank all my soda at one point. I had to empty my bladder, right? 4 hours is a long time. I didn't mind it. I'll probably watch it. I will probably watch it again this week. Like it was good. I liked it, but the reviews I'm reading, people are just dogging it, and I'm like, they're not really giving any real reason for it. That's why I'm like, man, Warner Brothers might have paid these critics off, man. You know what I mean? Like some of these
Right.
different people out there, because it's kind of consistent in being panned, and I just don't see the reason for it. Now you may have some people, you will have your DC versus Marvel people, right? There will be some Marvel people that'll be like, oh, it's trash, whatever, right? That's the company line. You got to do that, right? But I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought it was very well put together. The only complaint I did have was the music in some spots for some of the scenes. I was like,
Oh,
huh,
you
that doesn't
talking
seem really good.
specifically about Aquaman,
Yeah,
because that one I was like, I
yeah,
don't. Why
but,
they add this?
yeah. But that was the only complaint I could
Oh,
have.
okay. I know
That's
what
the
you're talking
only
about.
thing I can get past that, right? Like, but yeah,
That
You
was
talking
for the
about when he was going
ladies.
into the water and
Yeah,
the
that was
ladies
for
were
the
singing?
ladies.
Okay, yeah, that's like a, I don't know, it's like a
Like,
homage to like that region of, I don't know.
no, it's another one. It's when he's walking down the pier because it's Aquaman, right? So he's gonna be doing something water related at any
Oh,
given time. But
yeah.
it's like there's a specific scene where he's walking towards a pier and he start playing his song. You're like,
I have to rewatch it. I don't remember that
why?
particular scene. I know the part
Yeah,
where the ladies were singing, but I don't remember. I don't remember what the music was playing when he went into that portion,
yeah.
that portion of the movie. Yeah.
But before we get into that though, real quick, I got a few questions. So when you talk about not studying, yeah, I circle back around. You didn't see that coming.
Uh-oh.
What you doing
Yeah.
next week?
He had 4 hours to
Studying,
watch a movie. He didn't
studying.
study.
I know.
There you
I
go.
know. Studying.
Right, crank down that. I don't know what domain you on. 5 right now.
I
Crank
so
down
here's
domain 5.
So here's the thing. I've gone through and reviewed everything in the past, right? So like it's a matter of me going through spots, and like if it's something I feel I know pretty good, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it. But if it's something that like, especially encryption, right? Like that encryption stuff, like I know of encryption and how it's supposed to work, but to get to the specifics of it and everything, I'm like, man, I gotta put the time in on that. And it
Right,
is not good. It's not something that keeps you awake. Like it's not something that keeps you interested. You know what I mean?
right,
I'm like,
right, right.
like I because I'm putting so much time into it, I think it's just a deterrent for me. But like, yeah, the stuff that I think I got, I'm like, all right, just make sure it's still there. Yep, got it. Okay, move on, move on, move on, move on. But I've gone through all of the domains. I'm just going through again and just picking stuff up again.
Got you. You doing any? So for people who are watching and listening, Chan is studying for the CISSP current version, the before May 2021 version
Yeah.
that's coming out. With that being said, though, what are you doing to test questions and things of that nature? Like, what are you utilizing to? Because I'm that you've taken hard tests before, but this one beats you down with words.
So, so they actually gave us with the course, they gave us practice test questions. So
Oh, good,
there was
good.
some from training camp, which was the boot camp that I did it through, and they actually gave us the book from the two authors. Uh,
Is it
okay.
Greenblatt or Hinderhand or
No, it's not
you're talking about
Hinderhand.
like the author?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The two of them. I can't remember. I don't even have the book up here right now, but I got the book downstairs. But I got
Gotcha.
it. I got it through Amazon. I got the what do you call it?
Is it the
Electronic, the
CBOC?
electronic version. The electronic
Oh,
version.
okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
But
Okay,
yeah, I'm gonna order the 11th hour. I got that as one of the things I'm gonna get as well. Like when it comes up like the week before, I'm gonna look through that a little
yeah,
bit.
it's a good one. That's a good resource. But no,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good. Just checking on you.
Just
Put that
want to give
peer
you a hard
pressure
time.
on you,
I know.
Right.
right? And then
Hey,
for
I don't have FOMO or peer pressure. It doesn't affect me. So
I
I'm not.
see.
That's right.
I do what I want. And then
That's right.
for the Vaughn, number one, how come you're not playing with PS5? You're not the only one. So I just recently got a new manager who came in, and we were talk about something, and he brought up how he hadn't played with his PS5, and again, I'm a gasp. I was just staring at him like, And he
Yeah.
said it was so because he was in the States when they dropped. He said he had no issue. Like literally, he just went to the website, he bought it, it was in the cart, and then he got it shipped to the house on
Mm.
on the day it was due. I think
Hmm.
he said he got through Target. I was just like,
Wow.
all these people. Like I'm over here in a foreign country in quarantine, refreshing, refreshing, ain't getting nothing. People just like, it's just so simple, so
Right.
easy.
Yeah. So I think it's like, I think I mentioned it before, but I know it's easy to say this as a person that has the console, right? Obviously people really want it. People want to get it. It's a hot thing. I think the fact that it's not easily available makes people want to get it more. But
Right.
I think at the moment you're not really missing out on a lot.
Right. That's
I
what people
mean,
say. Like there's no
yeah,
uh killer apps
like
yet.
yeah, like no game changers that are like available. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, this is like a crazy step beyond the previous generation that is like incredible. My eyes are just getting blown away. I'm just like, getting into like another dimension. So it's like it's absolutely fun. It's great. Get some of the faster load times. And like I mentioned, I've been playing a little bit more Series X, or I've been playing that most because I have Destiny 2 on there. That's one of my like, go-to games. Just to though I go on there and try to level up my character and grab some stuff. But uh yeah, it's like you're not going to be like don't blown away. I got the Miles Morales the PS5 edition, and it looks great. Obviously, I like the um, uh, what they call it, the ray tracing, which is like the
Right.
lighting effects that they throw on like the different scenery, which you can really tell it looks really nice. But it's not like it's something you know you can play like the Spider-Man on PS4 and you still be impressed with the graphics. It's not going to be like a leaps and bounds above what you're seeing there, but you will notice those differences. But it's like I'd say like people obviously want to get the PS5, but you're not going to be you're going to get the PS5, you're going to play some games, you're going to be like, okay, well I got a PS5 now. You're not going to be like
Right. It's not
oh my god,
3 years down the line, like the God of War. You know what I mean? Like, oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah. When
I can't believe
yeah,
they did this.
right. When you get to
Gotcha.
like God of War, and like Miles Morales was even I think that's Miles Morales, and I think I think it's Demon Souls, something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the name of the game. The game.
Or
It was like
Bloodborne? No, Bloodborne. No, you're right. Demon Souls.
yeah, I think
Dark
it's Demon
Souls.
Souls. Yeah, Dark is it Dark Souls? Yeah,
It's Dark
something like
Souls.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Those are like the only. I think those are like the two biggest like PS5 releases right now that I know of. But um, they are. I think they're not like console sellers. Like you're not going to be like waiting in line for those games. Miles Morales is a good game, but it's not like it's a lot shorter game. It's smaller. It's shorter than the first Spider-Man. And I think people didn't like it as much as the first Spider-Man, maybe for that reason. But I really enjoyed it. I love the character. I love I love like the hip hop like kind of backdrop on it too, and how big he is into music and things like that. But
Right.
um, yeah. So circling back, I think there's a lot of drive to get a PS5, but right now you're not going to be like blown away. At least personally, you're not going to be blown away from having a PS5. You're going to be getting the games and like, oh my god, my life's changed. Now I got the PS5 and I'm
Right.
I'm experiencing the new generation of fidelity and all this kind of stuff. But it's just my personal opinion. But that's me having one right now, and I can say that. I'm sure people are like, damn, I want to get PS5 no matter what. And once I get it, I'm just going to be like playing it 24/7, and I'm gonna be blown away from all the fast load times and
Yeah, we got that FOMO. We're like,
yeah,
man,
yeah, right,
I
right.
got to see. I got to see those puddles reflect just right.
That's right.
I got to
Yeah.
see it.
Get
No, but
them puddle
that's what's up.
reflection.
I'm just giving you a
Yeah,
hard time. That's what's up. Like
yeah. No,
so.
no. I want to
Yeah.
inform inform the audience to make sure they know what's what's up right
Right.
now.
So with that being said, though, so like you said, you're using your Xbox a lot more. So I definitely wanted to touch on the whole smart delivery article you gave me. How it's
Oh
just
yeah,
so much simpler and easier on that side. So I talked
yeah.
to a buddy because he was in the market for both a PS5 and a Series X. He was unable to get them as well in the States, and then he finally got a Series X a couple of days ago. I'm talking to him; he's enjoying it and whatnot. But then his wife chimes in because they're both on the telephone call, and she says, "You're not gonna believe it, but I'm playing. Oh man, what is this? A shooter with hero characters in it. What is it?
Not like God. I mean, Call of Duty or something like that. No,
No,
or
it's not Call of Duty. It's oh man, it just fell
the
right out of my head. But like you have
the
like
Division.
robot
No.
character. You have like
Oh, Titanfall.
No, you have a lady who runs real fast. Like every hero class character has a different ability.
Mm.
It's an older game. It'll come back to me, but
Yeah, I'm not
uh,
sure about that one.
it's like at least 5 6 years old. She said it looks
Oh
like a
wow.
brand new game.
Oh damn.
Just off sheer like the smart delivery system able to scale games. So
Yeah.
they're playing it at 4K 60, and the game was
Right.
not developed for that originally.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty nice feature. Yeah, with the backward compatibility on the Series X, they've been able to like use that to obviously you can play all your old games as well as they've been improving the, like you said, the graphics on them and the frame rates, the FPS, which is a big thing in the PC world. People try to get as many frames per second as you can, especially these new TVs nowadays can support up to 120 or plus. So you can definitely notice that. I'd say that's maybe the biggest selling point to me when I play my Series X on a new TV. Um, and Destiny 2 in particular, they have they increase the same for the frames per second. So it's 4K 60 all the time, but then it's 4K 120 when you're playing PvP. And they like lower some of the graphics because it's more like fast-paced shooting and just trying to find people running around and shoot them real quick, and then you respawn. You get killed and you respawn on. So it's like really fast-paced. But they turn out the 120, and you notice that right away when you're playing it. It's like so smooth. Your camera moves around smoothly. I don't know if you guys ever noticed when you're playing like your PS4 or something like that or Xbox, like you see like I don't know, like maybe kind of a haze around your character when you're like moving the camera, especially like in God of War. I remember playing that, and like you can change some graphical settings in there, but it'd always be kind of like I don't know. You'd see like distortion around your character if you move the camera too fast.
A little
But
bit
Right.
like
Screen
ghosty.
tearing,
Yeah.
yeah,
ghosting. Yeah.
yellow ghost thing, yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's like so smooth, like it's so buttery. You'll be able to. I think that's the biggest selling point to me right now is just the increase in the frames per second, and you have like a nice new TV to be able to take advantage of that. Um,
Right.
that actually
That's what's
like
up. Yeah,
yeah,
it's Overwatch was the game. I had to look it up because it
Overwatch,
was killing
yeah,
me. So yeah,
yeah,
she's playing
Overwatch.
Overwatch. She
I
said it
know.
looks like a brand new game to her. So
Yeah,
that's cool that you're able to
yeah,
get even more juice out of older games. So
yeah.
I still want both, but regardless of whichever one I find, I'll be happy with it. The
Yeah.
PS5 is really going to be for my son off the top. Like obviously it's going to be for me later on, but
Mhm.
the PS4 we have the original back from November
Yeah.
2013. So it's dying. Got to replace it, and
Mhm.
he plays the Xbox One, but not as much as I was. So I'll probably get the Series X while I'm out here, and if I get a PS5, I'll probably ship it to him. I'll
Mhm.
probably be the plan, but
Mhm.
we'll see. We'll see. Maybe by Christmas next year, I'll get a hold of something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we'll see.
And I think it's the whole obviously the corona thing's causing some mayhem with the uh I think a lot of these companies having a hard time producing all these chips and everything like that, all the components.
Yeah,
But yeah, hopefully it improves by I think somebody said, well, at least for like some of these opponents, I think some companies are saying maybe by like July, things will start improving for availability of some of these components, things like that. So hopefully summertime you guys can get your consoles.
yeah. I'm not disgruntled anymore. It is what it is.
Stimmies are dropping now. They need to get them out
Yeah,
there
that's
now.
right.
Better hold on to that stimmy.
Hey, if
Get
they
them
don't get it out
checks.
here soon, look, I'm going to PetSmart and buying a lion. I'm just
That's
saying.
right. Get that lion. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Go always what's it called. I mean, your stimmy does allow you to buy a second hand scalper PS5 for like 3K. Don't do that.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Don't do that. Just
Mhm.
wait.
Right.
Wait. They'll be on
Yeah.
retail shelves by Christmas, and no, regardless of when you get it, it's new to you. So just hold out if you can. But I want to get back to the Snyder cut. So what was your take on it, Levon?
Oh, I'll say that it's like a. I think it's a great movie. I think it's really good. I give it like 8 out of 10 if I had to give it like a little scale. But I think there's some small points in there. I think what dropped it down maybe a couple points was just the. Uh, Obviously, it's maybe some of the pacing. Obviously, it's like a which I think I enjoy a bit, but also kind of like it could drag out at certain points. But I enjoy that they really try to develop the characters and give them like a little backstory and each of the six like superheroes or what have you. They kind of went a little bit through their history or just a little bit in there, like the day in the life or um, like just not. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler, but you get the you see the Flash and talk to his father and things like that, which I think is pretty cool to kind of get that interaction, get that kind of get that rapport of his relationship with his family and why he ended up in that situation.
Right.
Uh, and So I appreciate that. I think the pace could have been, maybe a little bit better here and there. And then some of the parts were kind of maybe a little corny, or like, you'd be like, why would they do that? Or why did that end up like that? I don't want to reveal. I can describe some particular situations, but I don't want to give any spoilers. But I think that's my breakdown. I think it's a great movie. It was 4 hours long. I think I don't mind movies being that long, but it's just you got to be prepared to sit down and dedicate a day, or afternoon or evening, whatever, to watch that, because you're not going to be doing much besides that. Um, and I like that they broke it up in little parts, so they have part one, and it has like a little title for it. So it kind of like sets the stage for that little section of the movie, which I think was kind of cool. But I give it a thumbs up, and I definitely recommend people check it out if they haven't already.
Yeah,
Definitely, it's
yeah,
much better than the
definitely.
original. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize it came out so long ago. I think the original came out in 2017. I
Wow.
hadn't known it been that long. I mean, I literally watched it like once, and I was like, "This is trash." So,
Yeah.
but I put it out there. So first off, I am a DC hater. So just to let you guys know that ahead of time, like it's not that I don't actually hate DC. I love Batman, but not much after that. Like Wonder Woman is cool, but I'm not a fan of Superman at all, and it's especially not of Aquaman and things of that nature. Like I know
I'm
DC and
hanging
Marvel,
up.
they mirror each other. I know they mirror each other, but I'm just a Marvel guy. I just love Marvel, and I felt like they were speeding when they were trying to get to the Justice League. Like they're just doing it too quick to capitalize, and stuff was getting lost, right? So I also wanted the Snyder cut because I just wanted to see what his original vision was, but I didn't expect for it to be as good as it was. I would give the original maybe a 5. Like it felt too rushed. It felt like characters weren't getting developed. It just felt like they were trying to get their Avengers cash in, and it just wasn't a good movie to me. Like I just didn't like it. But this one, I would give it an 8. Like, but the problem I have, like, it's not even a problem to have with it. Like, I don't understand how he could have released this in theaters. Like, I realized that because he was given latitude to do his cut, he can make it a 4-hour extravaganza, and I loved it. Like, there was very little I could not like about it. Like, even some of the scenes that I thought were cool in the original that are in this one, but just basically elongated or even remixed a little bit. Like they chopped up a lot of his film to make whatever you want to call the original Justice League. The theatrical version was trash. But then you see it in this one, and I had to watch the theatrical version again because I was like, "There's no way." Because I remember the scenes, and then I was like, "There's no way it was this good." And I go back and I'm like, "Oh, okay." It's because the scene it was sped up. It was chopped in half. There was no context. So I'm like, they did a really good job, but there's no way. Like, I don't know if he was planning to originally try to shrink it down to 3 hours, maybe, but it's no way he could have made this a 2-hour movie. Like, it needed to be 4. And I think that's not his fault. I think that's Warner Brothers' fault for making them not get to their Avengers over time. There's just way too much information that had to be put in this movie for it to make sense. And they did in this version. It's in there, and you're like, man, this is great. But I have to go to the bathroom. I have to refresh my drink.
Right.
Like it should have been like 3 movies. Like they went too fast to get to it.
So
But it was great.
they talked about that though. So let me not say they talked about it, but I read somewhere that he originally wanted to do 3 parts for Justice League, which kind of makes sense to me. So if that being true, right? If he wanted to do 3 parts, there was probably still stuff he held out that he wanted to do, right?
Right.
That wasn't in the 4-hour version. But when I read that, I was like, that makes sense then. That he probably wanted to do, let's say he kept 2 hours, like he probably would have moved like the different backstories for each one of them into the first one, right? And then into the
Right.
second one, we go this route. And then the third, you get that climax, you know what I mean? Because if you think about it, Avengers had 4, right? Avengers
Right.
had
Exactly.
4 different parts to it. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
yeah.
But I thought it was great, man. Like again, I'm kind of a DC hater, but the one thing I do like about DC is how dark it gets. Like I'm real like because these are not people who Batman is, but these people are like in the newer comics for us, the new gods. Like literally, they can punch you into the sun. You don't see that in the movies because they have to be kid friendly. But this one got dark. Like
This was rated R. This was rated R.
Wonder Woman kills some people. Like you're like, oh man. Like that was like that made that scene because that one of her infamous scenes in the movie was good. this one was great. You're like, yeah, I want more of that. So I thought it was good. I thought like I don't like Ben Affleck's Batman, not because Ben Affleck is playing Batman, but because he's not the smartest man in the room. You know what I mean? Like in any other Batman movie, Batman's already figured it out. You're catching up to Batman in the movie. Like he's like the Sherlock Holmes of DC. In this one, he was kind of just like,
Detective, the great detective, according to
yeah,
Lynch,
he's
right?
in this one, he was just rich. I didn't feel the genius plan. Like he was like, I need a plan.
Getting them together was his plan, Brian. Getting them together.
No, man.
That's
Like the
right.
Batman I know has a plan to kill everybody in the Justice League. And he
Mhm.
does in one comic. And I'm just like, that was great.
Oh damn, I gotta look that one up.
Yeah, that's a classic. Because he's Batman. He has a plan for everything. All he needs is prep time. But I thought it was good. Like I commend them for letting him release that. I'm glad that I was signed up for HBO Max to watch it. I'm probably going to keep my subscription a little bit longer because they got some more movies I want to see.
Yeah.
But I'm not messing with Disney until all them episodes is done. Like I don't do once a week. I'm too
Yeah.
good for that. All right, Netflix has taught me I can binge at my own discretion. So until they're done with Loki, that's when I'll get my Disney Plus subscription because I want to binge
damn.
all of it.
That's gonna be a minute. You might be waiting for like another year. So I don't know when that's slated to come out.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I thought it
Yeah.
was supposed to be after Winter Soldier, or are they gonna do something else after Winter Soldier?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it got pushed into 2022 because of COVID, though.
Oh, guess when I'll be getting Disney Plus.
2023.
Yeah, I want to see the whole thing at one time, man. Don't make me wait. That's
Yeah.
why I fell off of what is that the Coulson show, Agents of Shield.
Mm.
Like you got like 200 episodes now. That's like 200 weeks. I can't do that.
Mm.
It's too much.
I want
This
to
is
give
me personally.
yeah, I'm right there with you. I definitely, I can appreciate that. I've gotten to a habit of watching some of these series once a week when I have to. But I prefer to have it all binged together, like all delivered in one swoop, so I can watch it at one time. But they want to keep you on the I don't know, the fishing line. They want to keep you
Yeah.
coming back for more. So you come back every week, and then you can find some content. You find your content you want to watch, and maybe you're like, oh, while I'm here, I might as well find something else to watch and get into some other series while this one is still like going on. So they kind of keep you on the tag there.
Yeah. No, it makes sense.
Yeah. But I want to give a quick shout out too, because I know you mentioned the Justice League and how dark it was. And this might be for you as well, Shannon. But I don't know if you watch as many animated flicks, but they have an animated Justice League called Dark Apocalypse War.
Dark War and Apocalypse, and I've seen them on HBO Max.
You seen it? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one is dark. That one's like superheroes get their arms ripped off, and you see blood like squirting out. Like it's it's like crazy. And I actually really liked that. I thought it was like I might have enjoyed that more than I enjoyed the most recent live action one. But that was like a really good movie. I thought they did a great job. It's all animated, just it's character drawn. But if you get a chance to check that out, if you haven't already, Ryan, I recommend you check that one out.
I watch it tomorrow because I'm about to catch up on Attack on Titan. I don't know if I'm caught up. I don't know. I'm so behind, but I'm on like episode 68, 69. So the Crunchyroll says it's 71. So it's saying I'm right there near the end. So I'm marathoning it. I watch like 5 episodes a day.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, you check that one out, man. I think you should. I'm gonna sign that to you as homework for the next episode.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
I want to get your reaction from that one. That was pretty crazy when I saw that. I was like, wow.
Yeah. DC's grown on me. I heard the animated stuff's way better than the movies. So,
yeah, I've always been a big follower of their animated joints.
So I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I'll be like, man, this is whack.
I know, right? Why do you recommend it to me? I can't believe it.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I think you'd like it though. It's so crazy, man. It's just like so dark, and I don't want to give out any spoilers, but some people die in there, and you're gonna be like, oh my God, how the hell? Why the hell that person get killed, or what happened there? But
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
check it out.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check that out because there's another one. Like not to elongate the show anymore, but there is a superhero cartoon with the main character is Asian. Um, he was oh man, what's his name? He was Glenn from The Walking Dead is the voice of the character.
Mm,
It's another
okay.
another Kirkman comic that was instead of made into live action, is made into a cartoon.
Hmm.
His dad is like a Superman type character, but is voiced by the dude who did Jenna Jameson, and he did Commissioner Gordon in Justice League. He does
DK
the
Simmons.
state,
Oh, I know
yeah,
you're talking about.
the State Farms commercials. So he's the
Yeah.
dad,
Right. I know you're talking
and then
about.
the mom is I think it's Sarah
Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's the actress from Grey's Anatomy, or she was the actress from Grey's Anatomy. So they're like his parents, and then Glenn is the teenager learning how about his abilities. And they say it is one of the darkest comics you will ever read. So they said the cartoon is gonna be off the chain.
Oh,
It
damn.
has Amazon the end of the month, I want to say, like, oh, it actually might be a couple of days. It's like in the 20s, sometime in the 20s of March is when it drops, and it's supposed to be off the hook. So I'm
Hmm.
excited. I just hope it's not
Damn.
weekly. I don't know if it's gonna be weekly or you get to binge it, but Amazon's been messing up, in my opinion, dropping weekly content. All right, I need you to
Mm,
stop that.
mm.
So I'll find the name and I'll shoot it to you guys in the chat. So it's supposed to be pretty good though. So
That
if you
sounds
like
that
horrific
sounds legit.
comics,
Yeah.
it might be for
Right.
you.
I'll, I'll tell you now, because you've already watched the Snyder cut. Like, if you keep scrolling down on the Max app, it'll give you suggestions that show the ones that Levon's talking about.
Okay.
Like,
Mhm.
like a lot of them I've already watched, so it has that bar underneath it because I've already watched it. I'm like, all right, give me something new. Y'all got to the library. Like,
Right.
I've already watched Flashpoint Paradox. I've already
Right. I
watched
like that one too. Yeah.
Apocalypse. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, I've already watched this one.
Yeah.
I've watched Hush. I've watched, like, I've watched all the
Yeah.
Batman stuff. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
Me
it's
too. Yeah. I've seen all that. I always like, I even go to like, sometimes I go to IMDb and see, or like Wikipedia and see what, oh, did a new one come out yet? Or what's the next one coming down the line? So I'm big into the anime. I think they've always had like a lot of the public have thought the animated DC movies are the best movies, compared to
Gotcha.
like the live action. And that was before Snyder Cut. But I mean, I'm sure people really appreciate Snyder Cut, but animated is like really good too. They do a good job, good production value, whatever. Voice actors and all the animation and stuff like that's really good. So
Okay. Yeah,
oh,
I'm
and
gonna check it out.
I think it's called, is it Invincible? Is that the
Yes, there you go. Yep, Invincible.
yeah.
So like all they did was show like a highlight reel, and it looks like, oh, okay, it's just regular cartoon, whatever. And then it starts to progress, and you're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
it's getting a little dark.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they're like it's one of Kurtman's best comics. And I thought Walking Dead was pretty good. So this is probably gonna be off the chain.
Damn.
So
Did you guys ever watch The Boys?
yeah.
You seen that? Oh, okay.
I
That's
couldn't finish it.
you couldn't finish. You didn't
Which
like it?
season? What season though?
I finished the first season. I got into the second season about halfway through, like season or episode 4 or whatever. I the last one I watched was where Storm, whatever her name is, caught up with old girl's brother on the roof.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
That's the last one I watched, and then I don't know. It just was not
It
doing as
makes
good
more
as it
sense.
was.
Yeah, if you do decide to keep watching later on, it makes because yeah, it kind of put me off a little bit. I was like, yo, that got really racist really quick.
No, it wasn't even that. So like here's the thing. I stopped watching it and then I read up on how it ends and whatnot. And I was like, oh, okay, that
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense. I know what the storyline is. I just do not like the production value of it. Like it's not
Oh,
doing it
damn.
more. Yeah,
Okay.
the first season was good as it started out. Even at the end of the first season, I was like, all right, I don't know if I'm gonna continue watching. But then it like
Oh, okay, I
right
got you.
at the end, and I was like, oh, okay, I like that. And then the end of the first season, I was like, okay, maybe I do need to watch the second season. Started watching it. I stopped after episode 2, and then people kept telling me it was so great. It was so great. I was like, all right, let me get another chance. Watched another couple episodes, and I was like, nah, I'm done.
Oh, dang. Oh,
Gotcha.
man. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I think this first season is much better than the second, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
still I
would
still
agree.
enjoyed it. I thought, especially how the first season opened up, like the beginning scene was like the dude running through the girl like in the street. I was
Yeah,
like, what the? So
yeah,
like I
yeah.
never knew what the boys was, so I just turned it on to check it out. But that
Yeah.
blew my mind. I was like, oh my God, this is dark. This got
That
serious.
that's one of the rare times where I saw something that was CG that unsettled me.
Yeah,
Like I was like,
yeah,
I don't know if I like that.
right. Like, what the hell did I just
Usually I'm
watch?
cool with all that stuff, but it looked so realistic. I was like,
Yeah,
I don't know if I like that one.
right, right. That was crazy to me. I was like, but from there, I got kind of addicted. I got hooked on it. But I
Right.
think it's pretty good overall. But I let you slide on this one, Shannon. You know, if you don't like it,
Mm.
it's okay. It's he's still okay in my book. You know, I don't ain't mad at
Oh,
you.
it would have broke my heart if you said I was out of the crew.
You out the crew, man. I got to kick you out.
No, well, that's what's up. So I guess I should land this plane. So it's an extra long what we've been playing, watching segment. So again, remember to if you're watching on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, hit that bell so you get all this content when it drops. Please join the Patreon so you get it all at one time. So our patrons will get this Monday. So all of this week's episodes all at one time, and then you will get them the following week throughout Monday through Friday. So the first episode will be 7 days, the next one will be 8 days. You know what I mean? Like, so you missing out. Like, you're not getting this Snyder Cut info when it first drops. So
Right.
definitely hit us up if you're listening to it on audio. We appreciate you listening to us. Please continue to subscribe and then share with your friends. Like, find somebody else who would like this content and hit them up. You can hit us up on the socials at www.theothersideofthefirewall.com, which leads you to the Patreon, the Twitter, the Facebook group, the Instagram, and then you can reach me directly. I am Ry Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy on Twitter, Clubhouse, and I'm sorry, yes, Twitter, Clubhouse, LinkedIn, and now TikTok. So 4 things. And Levon,
Yeah, you hit me up on the Twitters at LeVon Maynard.
there it is. So appreciate you guys' time. Thank you to my co-hosts, and y'all be easy.
Take care, everyone.